Illusory Dreams, my August journal for my website, CherieHansen.com. I have a dream journal next to my bed, but it has very little written in it. Most mornings I wake up with a sense that I have been in another place, visiting another time. And it feels like whatever structure I have been inhabiting while I have been asleep was crowded with other souls or beings. I try to grab onto the tail bit of the dream cape as it exits my awareness. Sometimes it is like a detective story, and I hold onto only a sheared off strip of fabric of the dream caught on the thorny entryway to daylight. Almost always, I feel as if I have been in a busy place and there has been much information passing between those who have gathered there. These beings or souls or creatures are together on purpose. This I know. This I remember. Recently, I remembered as I woke up that there were over 200 people who had come to where I stood. They were hurt, anxious, depressed, confused, and I knew that I was to find a way to help them, that I could find a way to help them. The original 200 stood quietly in the architecture of space of that particular dream, but others were pushing into the classically structured semi-cave amphitheater, echoes of Plato. I had to ask 2 helpers to stand in the doorway and keep the winding lines of newcomers from entering the already filled space. There were too many. There were too many levels of injury to ameliorate at once. Sadness, along with a clear feeling of necessity, was still upon me when I woke up. I read in one of the many marriage books, while I was still hopeful, some interesting advice. Obviously, the methodology requires 2, so that didn't work. The coach therapist suggested that the couple store up good feelings so that they could draw on them when it was necessary in times of stormy weather. Coupled with my reading on fatigue discipline, the discipline of constantly using discipline, I was thinking about designing a life strategy. As I did my daily 5 loads of laundry, hanging the purple sheets, I thought of how edgy and irritable I get when I stick to my checklist and work with total focus on building new habits. There is resistance. I kick like a 4-year-old, don't want to. The promised land of supporting habits is mapped out on my giant calendar checklist, pasted right on the wall above my reading chair. But what happens when I'm just plain tired of making myself do better, push for bigger goals? I thought as I hung the golden-colored bedsheet on the line. It was then it hit me. I have a less than peaceful relationship with myself. There is tension between me, myself, and I. Basically, she is always dissatisfied and reaching for more. I make a plan, and the vast stretch of the day with undulating hours like some ocean or desert spreads before me. I am both overwhelmed by the vision and bored. What I need I advise myself. Okay. That's enough. It shut down. Why did you shut down? What I need is more treasure in my treasure chest of good feelings. Bingo! Bazat! There it is. That could help my primary relationship. Instead of only allowing myself a beggar's hoard of joyous moments, what if I went after joy with intention in order to help out when I was just so done with life? But not just indulgences. Oh, yes. Keeping the focus, I remind myself, you need to stick to the habit, the planning of habit, intention. I stood back and looked at the purple, golden, yellow, and hot pink sheets waving on the line. Beautiful. So simply beautiful. I'll start with that image. I'll start now.